So I'm trying really hard not to return hatred with anger or harsh speech. I've been reading a lot of sutras, and I was like, whoops, harsh speech. That's something I shouldn't say. A lot of times people will try to correct me. I'll have somebody trying to correct me, and I'll visualize them in my mind's eye, and I'm like, well, I think that's a personal idea. But then I was reading the sutras against, harsh speech, and it's like, whoops, that's something that I need to work on. At least 3 years worth of that I can start working on. Um, but returning harsh speech with harsh speech in the moment. I was just looking outside to see what the temperature was, and I saw a spot. I just saw what the grounds crew had done to my yard. And that's the kind of thing that tends to elicit harsh speech, because he's trying to put a mark in my yard. They're accusing me of having an abortion. And this is a false accusation. And they're using it to justify treating me in any way possible. It's a very, very strange talking point. It takes two to make a baby. They aren't talking about how I walked out on my husband and decided to abort a legitimate child, and what they're talking about is that I might have given birth to a child they would have accepted, in not that I was acceptable, but and that they're talking about birth control pills being abortion. They're talking about condoms being abortion. They're talking about abstinence being abortion. They're talking about someone who's never officially been pregnant in any way, shape, or form, however, is wandering around with a fistula and is known for the odor, has had an abortion. So this is something that is really difficult to deal with on a day-to-day basis. In terms of this is my struggle.